Israel intended and intend to physically destroy the Palestinians of Gaza, which is a definition of genocide. We have determined that Israel is committing 3 prohibited acts by the Geneva Convention, which are killings, inflicting bodily harm on people, and inflicting conditions of life that are calculated to bring about their physical destruction. Israel has military objectives, including to get rid of Hamas. However, those military objectives do not justify or make excuse for genocidal intent, and genocidal intent can coexist with military objectives. The conduct of Israel in Gaza, on top of the official statement made by the War Cabinet, can only be explained by the intention to destroy the Palestinians of Gaza in part or in full. The deliberate targeting of Palestinian civilians without any military target in sight. We have investigated 15 such targets, but of course they are part of a pattern of attacks focusing on civilians without any Hamas location. We have documented the use of very large bombs that are meant to inflict the greatest number of casualties and have no specific military objectives where they are likely to produce the greatest number of casualties. We have also looked into more than 100 official statements made by members of the War Cabinet. Those statements call for genocidal act. Those statements dehumanize the Palestinians. Those statements are in turn picked up by soldiers on the ground who are saying in Gaza that they are here to annihilate Gaza on the basis of what they have heard from members of the War Cabinet.
How will you report influence the case that's already being heard now by the International Court of Justice?
We are calling on the prosecutor and then on the judges to consider adding the crime of genocide to the arrest warrant that have already been issued, and to determine who may be guilty individually of committing the crime of genocide. I am absolutely shocked by the fact that the United States has threatened the prosecutor and others of the International Criminal Court with sanctions. You know, this double standard, the distinction they are drawing between the arrest warrant against President Putin and the arrest warrant against Prime Minister Netanyahu is shocking and is destroying what is left of the rule-based international system.
What do you make of the refusal of British politicians, particularly Prime Minister Keir Starmer and the Foreign Secretary David Lammy, to characterize the situation in Gaza as genocide?
I hope Prime Minister Starmer and his Foreign Minister will read through the evidence that we have provided. Genocide is not a matter of belief. Genocide is not a matter of desire. Genocide is a matter of law. Genocide is a matter of fact. Every government must play a role. For the last 14 months, we've had a few governments that have supported Israel. The United States, Germany, the UK, facing the real risk of being complicit in the crime of genocide.
Agnes, have you communicated your report's findings with the Israeli government? And if so, what sort of response have you received?
After every investigation that we have conducted, we have written to them with the findings and demanding their reaction and explanation. Not once over the last 14 months did we get a reply from them.